When people dream about travelling New Zealand, they almost always picture the same places. The mountains, lakes, glaciers, but most of these iconic scenes are actually in the South Island, which leaves the North Island with a bit of a reputation. Some travellers say it's not as beautiful, others skip it entirely. But with geothermal landscapes and black sand beaches, we wanted to find out if that reputation is actually deserved. So over the next few days, we travelled across the North Island to see what it's really like.
We started our journey at the most iconic point on the North Island, Mount Taranaki, somewhere that had been on our list for a long time. But of course, first, we had to stop for some coffee because New Zealand is famous for its coffee. We've just come into this cafe. It's called Volcano View, and it genuinely has a great volcano view, although there is a bit of cloud at the moment. And we've just got our granola bowls and flat white to start the day here. The volcano has just come out.
It's almost framed like a photo, the top bit.
It looks so perfect. We were told at the cafe that this is the first time in days that they've seen the volcano, so immediately we knew we had to take full advantage of this good weather and prepared for a hike to get a closer look.
The volcano is looking super clear right now, so we are making our way kind of up to it. We accidentally parked in the wrong car park, so we're doing a route that we haven't planned. We'll see if we end up with a view.
It is so much colder up here. I've suddenly had to put like this sweater on because it's like 12 degrees because we're at nearly 1,000 meters of elevation. Why am I catching myself out of breath?
Are we at altitude?
We're at 1,000 meters and I'm like... We were walking through that undergrowth for about half an hour and now we have our view of the volcano once again. Looking so clear still this morning. So apparently as the day goes on, the likelihood of cloud kind of increases, something to do with the plants and the humidity. So your best chance is to get around the Mount Taranaki in the morning.
Do not proceed under adverse conditions unless properly equipped.
I think we're good today.
It's not icy today, it's not winter, so we're all good.
Yeah. Oh, wowee. Look at the view we have.
You can see for miles.
Literally miles. I'm a little bit confused because we keep passing these things which almost look like cages and then we saw eggs in it. If you're from New Zealand or you have any idea what this kind of cage thing is, please tell me. Look, there's a little hole which a little creature could get in. Someone please explain in the comments. Oh, there it is. What a view of it.
I can't believe there's no one here. We were actually originally wanting to do the other hike, I think, what's it called?
The Tarn viewpoint?
The Tarn viewpoint. That's like the famous one with the reflections that everyone does here. But it just turns out it's quite busy, so we decided to do this instead. And I'm really glad because it's so quiet and peaceful.
There's no one else here. That is incredible, isn't it?
It's actually giving me vertigo.
Because you have to look up so much.
But I feel like it's kind of coming towards me and then I look that way and then I'm like, ah, my knees are going.
Mount Taranaki is famous for being almost perfectly symmetrical, but more importantly, it is known to be deeply sacred to the local Maori community, recently gaining legal personhood to ensure it remains protected.
There's like so many of these ridge lines.
Valley after valley, it's like Wales.
It's Wales! Welcome to the valleys!
Oh, I see a cloud rolling in.
Oh, the clouds are rolling in, guys. They're quite far away though. We should be all right.
I'm pretty sure I can see bits of like snow or ice at the top. Just like little bits.
But it's like sparkling, isn't it?
Yeah. What else would it be?
Unless it's like shiny rocks maybe, but...
It's so bright white, I'm thinking it has to be ice.
Let's just say it's ice because that's pretty cool. We're heading back down. It's probably going to be about an hour's, maybe just over an hour and a half loop. So if you are interested, this hike is called the Veronica Loop Trail.
This part of the track seems a little bit more wild. I don't know if it's because like the rain's been so heavy that some of it's washed away, but it's pretty narrow.
Like this bit looks like a huge step. Look, I have to literally jump down.
To be fair, you could probably just go around this way.
Oh yeah, I didn't actually see that.
We've just come across another view of the mountain and it's like really nicely framed in the trees.
Look at that, it's like a little picture frame.
Cute.
If anyone's worried about our safety, don't worry, it's dormant volcanoes, so we're not going to have any lava on us anytime soon. Made it back to the car, but look, the cloud is coming right over now. So I definitely would recommend getting here early. The other big thing is the car park's full up because we are in New Zealand.
There's literally nowhere to park if you come late.
Exactly. Emilia just said, oh, we're going to go to this beach so we can, you know, have a little bit of a chill day because the sun's out. She didn't tell me the beach looked like this. Like, look at that rock face. It's like we've just spawned into Thailand or somewhere.
It's like St. Lucia.
Why didn't you tell me more about it?
No one's very good at taking photos who posted this place on Google Maps because it did not look quite this good.
It looks insane.
The nice thing about coming to New Zealand after Australia is that there's no snakes. So you don't have to worry about your toes getting bitten.
Wow. Look at the water though, it's so blue. Now it is a black sand beach, but I don't think that matters. Some people don't like black sand beaches as much, but I think they're kind of unique and cool. They do get quite hot when it is sunny. It's black obviously because there's the massive volcano over there. I think we've got a great day. We are pretty lucky, aren't we?
Yeah, but I also feel like this is one of the most unique beaches I've ever seen. Why is no one coming here? It's literally empty.
Looks empty right now. We were trying to get down to the beach, then we realised it just goes straight onto a massive cliff. So I think we're gonna have to walk right the way around to come back down here.
I'm not getting down there. I don't know about you.
No way, not in Birkenstocks. We probably need a parachute if we want to go down this way. Okay, looks like we've found the way.
It said on the map there was stairs down to the beach, but this is just a sand dune.
Look at this. All the way down this steep sand dune to the beach. Careful, the sand is so hot.
It's burning my feet. Oh my God.
This is crazy. Literally just like falling down a sand dune. Ow, ow. The sand is so hot. I don't think you can tell on camera how steep this thing is.
I was just laughing because I was like, oh, it said stairs on the map and this is not stairs. And then Joel pointed out that there is a staircase.
I only just figured that out.
We just chose this route.
This beach is genuinely one of the most unique, beautiful beaches I've been to. I say unique because of the black sand and these cliffs.
I love, like, I don't know if you can see, but there's like purple flowers mixed into all the green.
It's definitely tropical here, isn't it, in the North Island? How did we not even know there's a volcano from the beach? Mount Taranaki.
You could just about see it above the hill. There's like the volcano just popped out the clouds and it looks insane.
The water here in New Zealand is a little bit chilly. This beach is beautiful. The cold water gives me this buzz, almost like a caffeine. I love it. It's a little bit cold in the water, but so refreshing. I am just amazed that this beach is pretty much empty. This is summer in New Zealand. This is beautiful.
I think the kids have gone back to school now, to be fair, and it is a Wednesday, but like, still, where are the tourists?
This is the place to be. It is time to leave this beautiful beach. I don't really want to go.
But we are taking the stairs up, so I feel a bit better about it.
Yeah, it'll be a lot easier than that flipping sand dune we came down on the way down here. Beautiful place. As we left Taranaki and packed everything back into the car again, it reminded us how as full-time travellers we're always trying to pack lighter but somehow bring more. That's why we've been using EKSTER gear on this trip. First up is their wallet, and this is super slim, but it holds over 12 cards, and if you push this trigger, you actually get instant card access. It's also got RFID protection, and you can actually add their finder's card. So if you ever lose your wallet, you can find it straight from your phone, and it's also got a 6-month rechargeable battery. But the thing that's been saving us the most space lately is the TravelPack vacuum kit. This bag is designed specifically for carry-on and suitcases. Okay, so you pack your clothes like normal, then you zip it up, and then you grab the portable USB-C rechargeable pump, and it will compress everything down so you can take even more. As you can see, it saves a lot of space and you can fit over 15 clothing items in one bag. And they are made from strong anti-rip nylon. The zipper is actually leak-proof, so if you want to use this for wet swimwear or you want to use it as a laundry bag to not stink out the rest of your suitcase, then this will work perfectly. Right now, EKSTER have up to 45% off, but if you want to use our code Joel and Emilia, you'll actually get up to 65% off. So if you want to check it out, click the link in the description and you can grab some of their products.
After a few hours on the road, we arrived in Rotorua, a town sitting right in the heart of New Zealand's volcanic landscape. New Zealand actually lies on the boundary between two huge tectonic plates, which means the country is packed with geothermal activity.
So right now we are heading to one of the geothermal parks to see what volcanic activity there actually is going on here.
I tell you what, as soon as we arrived in this town, I was like, there is a smell, and that smell is obviously sulfur, but it's genuinely through the whole town. I don't know how people live here with that smell all the time.
It's like rotten eggs, isn't it?
It really is. I thought someone did a fart. Thought it was you.
Hey, it's not me.
Probably was.
I haven't eaten any rotten eggs recently.
It is looking a bit busier than expected.
Oh, we've got some parking. Emilia's just sun creaming up, making sure we're responsible young adults.
Adults. We're in our mid-20s. Are we young adults still?
Yeah, age is not a number. It does feel like we've just arrived in like a tropical rainforest.
It does. Maybe it's like the volcanic ash.
Makes it really
Fertile.
It's beautiful.
Please stay on the path. Geothermal hazard. Yeah, don't go wandering off path here.
Emilia, yesterday when we were in the car driving to Rotorua, said, can we go swimming in some of the pools? Yeah, that's not going to happen.
I didn't realise they were like volcanic hot pools.
Some of them are like super hazardous.
Just wanted to swim. Oh. That is a weird colour. I wasn't expecting that.
Emilia's in charge. She's leading the way.
It's only one path you can take, so it's not too difficult, really.
Just seen these things again. I don't know what they are. What is that? Someone please explain.
I would think it's a trap, but then they had eggs in the other day, like something had
So
hatched
maybe
an
someone
egg.
just put an egg in just to fool us. Wow.
Okay, this is a good view.
That is a great view. So you can see all the, what is it, like the smoke coming up from, because this water is really hot. That's why you can't go swimming in it.
It turns out this is actually called Te Kora Pancake Lake, and it is the world's largest hot spring, and it gets up to 55 degrees Celsius. I do quite like a hot bath.
But that 55 I think is too hot.
Maybe.
You can start to feel the heat off the water now, can't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh.
and that smell.
That was a warm, stinky breeze. The bubbling is actually coming from carbon dioxide and hydrogen sulfate bubbles, but there is also boiling on the lake bed surface, which is the evaporation you can see happening. But definitely not feeling too keen for a swim now.
Look at that one. Jeez. This is like another planet, isn't it?
It really is.
Whoa. This thing is so potent, the smell.
It's like a sweet smell.
It's also like a sauna or a steam room.
It's probably going to steam up the camera.
This is like nothing else I've ever seen.
So weird. It's like I'm in a weird dream with like a smelly, steaming waterfall.
What we're seeing here is geothermal water rising from deep beneath the Earth's surface. Rainwater seeps underground, it gets heated by the hot volcanic rock, and then it pushes back up through cracks in the ground. As that superheated water rises, it carries dissolved minerals and gases with it, and these minerals can be seen as the vivid colours along the rocks and rivers.
The natural colours and patterns down there are crazy, aren't they?
Yeah.
No way.
Jeez, I did not think it would be this busy.
That's crazy. We've just arrived at this spot, which is called the Blue Springs. It's been going literally viral on social media, but I didn't realise actually how busy it would be because it's in kind of the middle of nowhere still.
I mean, it's understandable because it looks amazing. It's just like, You just want to enjoy some peaceful nature and there's like crowds of people.
And all the car parks are full. Okay, I think we can just park up the road on the grass.
There's no broken yellow lines here, so hopefully. Joel has literally parked me into the bush.
No, to get out the car you're in the bush, but the car's not in the bush. You're just in the bush. Let's put the clip online of what we saw so you know what the expectation is before we actually see it in reality. Here it is, the moment of truth.
Okay.
That looks quite nice.
It does look quite nice.
We need to get a bit closer though.
Wow.
Look at that. The way the reeds are just like flowing down the stream.
I've never seen reeds quite like that.
It's so clear as well.
Yeah. I wonder why.
It does kind of look like a painting, doesn't it? It does look very similar in person as it does on social media. I can see why people would want to come see it.
It is stunning.
It is stunning. It's genuinely like crystal clear.
I would dream of swimming in that, but I don't think it's very good for the reeds and stuff, so
yeah,
obviously...
I think you definitely shouldn't swim in it. Looks like a fairy tale. Looks like you could stay in a little white igloo thing over there.
There's a hot tub.
Oh, lovely. I do get the hype now.
It's so pretty.
This is actually stunning.
It's literally heaven.
It's so peaceful, apart from, you know, obviously all the people. But the water is just something else. What would you say then? Would you say it's worth it?
It is pretty cool. I think if you're coming along this way to Rotorua anyway and past, you should stop off, but don't expect peaceful, tranquil experience, but it's very cool to see. To be honest, we've done pretty well so far on the North Island to avoid big crowds, so I don't mind.
It is only getting busier, so try and get here as early as you can.
With so much to see and so little time in the North Island, it felt like we were only scratching the surface. But for our final afternoon, we headed back to the west coast to explore one last area.
Whoa.
Another spot which I thought might be empty.
This is so busy, what
It
the
is
heck?
busy. We've now made our way quite the distance to the west coast, and we're here in Raglan, which is actually a surf town. Well, we're just outside now. We've come to this viewpoint where we're hopefully going to be looking over the ocean. This is the view we have. Whoa, that's actually crazy. This actually kind of reminds me of Madeira, maybe because of the black sand down here and the massive cliffs. I wasn't quite expecting this, to be honest. The water looks really blue, but when I take these off, it actually looks less blue. I think I've got like a super filter on these sunglasses. Let me see if I can put the sunglasses on for you guys. I don't think that works. What?
It says Joel. It says your name.
Whoa!
I thought it just said Joe, but there's actually an L carved out here.
I just did that.
Did you actually?
No. That's pretty cool though, isn't it? Joel, and I don't get a Joel that often. How are you feeling?
Those roads make me feel so sick. The problem is, if I try and take travel sickness, it can make me really drowsy.
So you'll just be sleeping.
Do I want to be asleep or do I want to be sick? I don't really want to be either. I don't think I've ever seen so far in my life, because it's actually freaking me out a bit. The world looks circular for sure, it is not flat.
So wait, you're a flat earther?
No, I'm the opposite of flat earther. I said it looks circular.
Oh, okay, I got you. All right, prove all the flat earthers wrong that it's circular. If you come here to New Zealand, you will find out. I guess it's also because we can see over 180 degrees because we're right on a peninsula, which is pretty cool.
Good view.
It's a long way down.
Stay away.
Yep, I will. That is quite the bay, isn't it? This is a beautiful coastline. I think it's a bit more wild like the west coast than the east coast. I think the east coast is a little bit more built up. But where we were just like 20 minutes ago is basically over the other side of this mountain. So that would be the cliffs from over there, which we were looking down on the sea.
Somewhere just out here? Yeah, like I think coming up to the beach.
They're coming up to the beach?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Apparently orcas have been spotted at this beach, like just out there. can't see anything because it is a... Oh
Where?
my gosh. No, I just saw an orca.
Where? Amelia's freaking out.
can't-
I haven't seen them yet. Where? How do you know it was them?
Because it was a big thing splashing out the sea.
Really? Do I need
was
to get the drone? No orcas, unfortunately, guys. Apparently they do come into the harbour quite a bit and like around this area in the shallows, but we can't see them anymore. So we're just heading to our final spot here on the North Island before we head to the South Island, the big kind of the main area we've been looking forward to most here in New Zealand. But this last stop is going to be a good one, I hope. Here we are. This area kind of feels like a rainforest, like a tropical, subtropical rainforest. Look at it.
It looks like the Amazon a bit because of like the, I don't know, how the plants are falling into the water.
It's so pretty. We released our first New Zealand video the other day and someone said New Zealand is like England but on steroids. And that kind of resonated with me. It is. It's similar to England in a lot of ways, but a lot greater.
Okay, we're pretty high up. There's like 4 different viewpoints here and they're all of supposedly a really pretty waterfall.
Let's see. This is supposed to be a big one. Whoa!
Okay, it's so tall. My hat's gonna blow off.
That's so crazy. Look how flippin' high we are.
Actually scary. I was not expecting it to be this good, but it is so tall. We were just saying that I don't think we've seen a waterfall this good in a long time.
Not a long time. Like this is literally like perfection. That is perfection in a waterfall.
It's so satisfying to watch. I keep just like following drops of water from the top to the bottom.
If we want to, which I think we should, we get to walk down to the bottom, which is going to be quite a few steps, I think. Is it worth it down there?
Yeah, mate, it's nice.
Yeah? Good.
Wake yourself up for a beer.
Good.
Everything's so like properly boardwalked and stuff here.
Yeah, they know what they're doing when it comes to paths and trails, don't they?
Yeah. This is only midway.
Midway down.
There's a rainbow.
Oh wow. That looks so cool.
So pretty.
I think we have reached the bottom.
Okay. Oh, there's a little bridge.
Ooh.
Oh.
Whoa, look at that. Look at that.
I'm actually not sure I've seen one quite this tall before. I don't know.
Looks huge, right? This is genuinely one of the most beautiful waterfalls I've seen in a long time.
I think it's also because of the light right now, this rainbow appears like full circle underneath it.
It just looks stunning.
As we stood in awe of this magical falls, our final day had come to an end on the North Island. And honestly, this side of New Zealand had surprised us. Spending time here, exploring it properly, we realised that its reputation isn't really fair. Yes, it's busy, it's popular, but it's popular for a reason. So don't let the South Island's reputation make you overlook this side of the country. We're heading south next, and after everything we've seen up here, we honestly cannot wait.